Chad for being here and for everyone being here to celebrate Derek's life tonight. Thought this was gonna be easier. Sorry, but we all know he's a great individual. He has touched each and every one of our lives, throughout our lives at this stage, and if I just feel if anybody would like to take a minute to maybe share a story or a thought or anything along those lines, it'd be a great time.
Absolutely. Who's got a good one?
When people are close to you,
Right.
you live your lives with them and they kind of intertangle. I didn't know Derek great a lot, like Kristen, Mr. and Mrs. Everhart. Pretty much everyone that was really, really close to him at a young age. Kristen, you know, a lot of people talk about. When you have someone like that in your life, you don't know it at the time, but sooner or later, they're not there anymore. And here we find ourselves in that situation. But you have to think about the life he lived and how he impacted each and every person in this room. It's a pretty special thing what he was able to do in 44 years.
Cheers.
Cheers. So true.
Eric.
He's a rock star.
It's true.
He really is, because he told me when we were in elementary school together. I've known Derek since I was in first grade, and in elementary school we had to do career day. Career day. Come on, who doesn't remember career day? Really, because we're not that young and we're not that old, so. All right, so anyways, Derek came in with his green mohawk of a hair. He freaking painted it green, saying he wanted to be a rock star. And that's my first true, because you kids, you don't remember anything. That was my true first memory of Derek.
Sounds good.
And that was probably, that was 5th or 6th grade. So I
That's
remember
awesome.
first grade on, and
Nice.
I haven't forgot it, so. God bless him.
I know.
Yeah, he wanted to be a rock star, he is a rock star, and he is going to
That's
totally
good.
look out for his kiddo.
Nice.
That's good.
God bless.
Anybody else?
Simon, you got
Simon, you must have
Right.
something.
Something outside.
Oh, Phil,
right, you
Paul,
did.
don't even get me
Simon
started.
said a prayer
You
for us outside when we were all
Christine,
Simon.
I'm
Simon, you
gonna
must
call
have
you.
something.
Hold on, hold on,
I'll
hold on.
hear you.
Hold on, hold on.
Hold
You
on.
take up,
Hold on.
you take up bigger than this room as a family, and you know everyone here. God bless, somebody say something
Simon.
from the Everhards.
Simon. Talk about your life as an intertwined with Derek.
Oh, yes.
Mm.
From the
Please.
70s.
Please seriously do, because it's awesome.
Yeah.
Too many emotions. Yeah.
You know, I think everybody here just loved. I didn't know Derek. I think I maybe met him once, but I see everybody in this room, and I've talked to everybody.
Give it.
And,
You got it.
you know, it's just amazing to see how many people that actually loved him and cared about him. And I can only hope that someday in my life that this many people love me as much as they loved him. And you know what? We just all need to just like celebrate him and
Absolutely.
just say, you know, thanks for bringing so much love and joy into this room and so many people, and it's just an awesome feeling. I'm glad to be here, part of it.
Oh, man.
So,
Thank
everybody
you.
drink.
Yeah,
Everybody
thank you
drink.
everybody for coming.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chad.
Thank
Love
you.
We have all of us.
I think most people in here definitely have a good memory of hanging out with Derek in the barn.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll tell you right now, Derek, we spent a lot of time together, obviously, you know, everyone knows that, you know,
Cheers.
Derek was with us. You know,
Oh, yeah.
every little
Yes.
shenanigans we had. But in the barn was our own
The
little
Eagle's Nest.
party.
Yeah.
Out in the cornfields with the truck and
Eagles
the
Nest.
floppy
I mean, come on.
kegs.
What are you talking about?
Sunday.
Always ride dirt bikes out of the woods.
All the quarries.
No lights.
Driving off the quarries.
Yes.
Just whipping through the woods, picking up trees like.
You gotta know, Derek would always make everybody laugh.
Crazy.
Oh, yeah.
All the time. I have no
If
idea.
you didn't laugh when you were around Derek, you had no sense of humor at all.
I got one that pertains to that. He comes up to visit us, right? He borrows, I think it was Kathy's snowmobile, right? It's Kathy's sled. Right? So he comes up to visit us, and he's all macho, blah, 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 whatever, you know how he was. So he's like, the statement that stuck out in my head, he says to us, I'm either on the gas or I'm on the brake. Okay, right? So we're all running hundreds of miles of trails, right? So we're down near this old store or whatever in Springfield, New Hampshire, right? And he comes down, here he comes, and we're all parked. And he comes down and it's icy. And he comes down and we think he's gonna stop. No, he's not gonna stop. He's headed right down. He's down in the woods and the barbed wire and everything. And we're all thinking the same thing. You should have been on the brake. Towels all torn up. Messed up his little many times. Right. So for ever since then, it was like I'm either on the gas or on the brake.
Right down the street from me. You guys
Right.
Yeah.
I know. You
Maybe
know.
that was a little story.
Actually,
Matt, you must have one or two.
about.
Yeah.
Come on now.
I think it was.
Well,
What do you got? Oh,
probably,
Matt.
probably 15 years old.
No, it was your brother Richie.
Before we all had these little electronic devices that we're all attached to and connected by.
Then you had physical evidence.
Police and Derek and I.
Oh, thank God they weren't back
Holy
then.
crap. Tickets to the Dead in Oxford, Maine, right? So I ride up with my brother and his crew, and Police and Derek ride up, and we're like, we gotta hook up, right? We get up there, and I get out of the car. This is like one of my first dead shows. I'm looking around, I'm like, there's 40,000
Sea of people.
Yeah, I'm like, Derek?
Yeah.
Police? So we're walking around, and this huge crowd gets at the gate. We finally get through the gate. And I look at my brother. I'm like, well, I guess we're never going to find him. And I turn over, and I look. And he's staring at me with that smile.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God. Like, dude. So, yeah. So then we proceeded to crash our way to the front.
Nice.
Yeah, probably the best dead show I've
Good
seen.
story.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank God for LSD.
I don't think it was quite that. And the dirt bikes. There's always a dirt bike.
Oh, the pathway for all our trails happened to just show up at Derek's house.
Exactly.
You know, if we weren't leaving
It's
your
all
house,
gone now.
we were heading to his house.
Right.
It was highly convenient.
Yeah.
Right around the corner.
Right
Yeah,
around the
right.
corner, right?
And then all the woods.
We could get there from Connor Road and just blast up.
You
A
blazing.
lot of woods behind there, where your house is.
Yep.
A lot of riding and fun.
Kicking down the whiskey.
Now it's all.
Derek, blazing trails.
They used all our trails as actual physical road and they built.
You know what I do remember about Derek?
Oh, yeah.
I remember a time, remember we all used to go fishing together? We go to that Beaver Brook place,
Oh my.
and he'd have his waders. There'd be these huge ass snapping turtles in there, right? All of us would run fucking clear away from those things, right? He's in there fucking grabbing the thing. Remember that? Pulling it out of there?
Oh, yeah.
He's like the turtle man. Unbelievable. I remember, you remember that?
That's
Yes, I
awesome.
do. He had a turtle at Benson's Animal Park for years.
That's the one you pulled off down around the corner from the house. Right by the Haskins house. That's
Oh,
what
it was
it was.
unbelievable. One of my friends and I threw the F-bombs, and I'm serious. I've never seen anybody do anything like that. It was
Oh, I forgot that was
unbelievable.
there.
You remember that though?
That reminds me of a
Yeah,
story.
this is a park.
Remember that shit with Chris Freeman? Oh yeah, we always.
I was just talking
Well,
about it earlier.
I don't know how to get over them. I haven't seen him in years. Yeah.
I have a story There's this place we call Snake Lake.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I had wait. It was me, Marky Everhart, I think Frame was with us, and Derek was wearing shorts. So Derek's wading out onto the island and all this stuff, and I don't know if there was some nasty ass snakes in that pond. So like 20 minutes later, here we go. That's Derek out there. He's standing on top of a rock, and the snakes all around. He's like, "Come get me! Come get me! Steve, what are you doing? Come get me!" I was showing one with chest waders on, so he thought that I was gonna go out there, and we were dying laughing. And we left him there. Until he got enough sack to wade out.
Come get me.
You know what?
Oh, yeah.
You're absolutely right. He would have done something
Yeah.
like that. And stay there, man.
Oh, that's awesome.
I
He
can
did
see him
all
laughing
chicken
wearing
at
his
Wildcat
waders.
Falls one time too.
Wildcat balls. Oh, I love
Yeah,
that
he
place.
got all chicken there because it was, there was a bunch of shiners running around, and there was snapping turtles coming up, and so you could see the shiners like shift like this when the snapping turtles were trying to grab him, and he realized that he was scared to get off the rock. It was the same thing. Oh my God, Snake Lake revisited, but it's only like 4 feet.
That's awesome.
And he was scared to death.
Oh,
So Big D was scared.
Absolutely.
Of the turtle?
You didn't know what to expect.
No, but you gotta see, you've seen him pick up those
turtles.
snapping turtles before.
Oh, yeah.
So he wasn't really
Yeah, but
afraid.
You
when
just want to
they're
dive
down-
onto one.
Yeah.
When they're
Oh no, it was
We're
the
getting
eels.
older, okay?
It wasn't
Oh,
the
I know.
turtles.
Alright.
It was the eels. That
He had no problems with turtles.
It wasn't the
I wouldn't touch it.
Really?
You wouldn't touch, I mean, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
the shells are like this. He's in there wrestling around with the thing, finally digging around in the mud, and finally
Nuts.
pulls the thing. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
it was while he was out there,
Oh,
he was
absolutely.
looking down, and we're watching all the shiners turn and all that stuff, and there are eels swimming around too, and he's like,
Phil, I got this berry. You know, the web foot friggin' 6 foot 8.
There's too many times actually to mention. I was like Forest Ridge and all that crap. Oh my God. We just spur of the moment little get-togethers we'd have.
funny things.
Oh, yeah, fun. It was just fun back then, you know? It was all fun. Yeah.
And what?
Great. Yeah. We're lucky to have childhood like that. That was really fun.